I only smoke the sensimilla. I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla. I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla. I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla. Without a doubt, I am the boss, and in my class, I am the teacher. If music is the fruit of life, then I will be a reaper. If MC business was a school, then I will be headmaster. If a car, I'd be the driver. If a bike, I'd be the rider. If MC business was a church, but I would be the vicar. Then instead of calling me MC, you would call me preacher. But fun and joke aside, I won't get serious in this matter and dedicate this style to each and every cocaine dealer. I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla. I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla. I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla. I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla. In February 1985, PATO became a winner because I did that tune called Alan Toshka at Toshiba. It shooted up the charts and nearly gave my mama a failure. She looked at me and said, "Why am I glad me grow you proper? I sound like you'd be the pride and joy of any mother. Don't make the film get to your head, just think about your future." Well, those words of encouragement just made me push on further to break through any walls and also break down any barrier. I got a lot of guidance from GT, who is my manager. Assistance from Dan Christie Fashion helped me cross the border. But now I've settled down as a UK bubbler and getting well looked after by Chris Cracknell, my producer. I also get a lot of aid from good sensimilla. That's why I do not snort the coke, I only burn the ganja. I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla. I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla. I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla. I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla. One day I had to catch a train from Birmingham to London. Halfway on my journey was approached by this white ruffian with greasy hair and stuffy jeans. He looked just like a villain. He sat down opposite me with a tenant in him right hand. But me not judge appearance, me just check the way you got on. So me introduce myself to him as Mr. PATO Banton. "Nice to meet you, my name's Rowdy and I work with PA Hire. I've heard your name someplace before, but I just can't remember. But anyway, I'm very, very, very glad to meet ya. I've got some dope with first class coke, you can have this for a fiver." I looked down on the table and saw a piece of silver paper. Inside the silver paper was some powder paper flour. They asked him, "What did you feel? It gave his strength and power." Now everyone I want to hear the way that Rowdy answer. "Well, Mr. PATO Banton, the sensation is fine. It makes me see green men and then I go to cloud nine. All my worries and problems are left miles behind. So no matter where I am, I have a brilliant time. If you don't believe me, I'll done and I'll fix you a line. Just take one sniff of this and you'll be out of your mind." But I took the coke and threw it straight outside the carriage window. Before I could say a word, I quickly built up a white shooter. Then into my book was a cigarette, sensimilla and my lighter. I lit it with a flash and then to Rowdy passed it over. I could see that he was loving it because of his expression. We tell him, "This is sensi, the healing of the nation." In some place, doctors use it for herbal medication. Ronald Reagan smoked it just before him go up on television. After Margaret Thatcher visit him, she brings some back to England. Then distributes it equally throughout the House of Commons. But fun and joke aside, it gives me deep meditation. It fills my heart with niceness and I get no inspiration. You could be any color, any creed or any nation. After smoking sensimilla, I am sure you'll find a reason why I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla. I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla. I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla. I do not sniff the coke, I only smoke the sensimilla.